What's up, y'all? It's your boy MallyD, and I'm back with another video. Today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to make trophies. They're not just any trophies. These are mounted acrylic trophies. This is a design I made for the Silicon Valley Auto Show. Actually, it's for the host, Spider Events. He's the one that's hosting this particular section in the show. So I made these trophies for his cars, and I'm going to show you guys how the process from Adobe Illustrator to Lightburn to the machine to the painting assembly. So that being said, let's get into it. This is the approved artwork, and for this particular trophy, it went with two colors. It's the blue, and this is the orange. So the orange is to be first place color, and the blue is to be the second place color. All gonna be the same size, and they're all gonna be mounted to a base. So this is to represent the base that we're gonna mount it out. Do a quick rundown of the artwork. So there's the spider. So this is a three-piece trophy. So this is the spider is gonna be separate. Cut that out of white acrylic. This is gonna be cut out of orange acrylic. Key is gonna be cut out of blue acrylic, and obviously the white, and then the base is black acrylic. The white in this black is to represent the etching that I'm going to paint white. This is also going to be painted white. In the orange, the etching in the orange is going to be painted white. The etching in the blue is going to be painted white. The etching in the spider is going to be painted black. Pretty much it. So the next routine step is to prep it for Lightburn. If you guys are interested in the Adobe Illustrator to Lightburn workflow, there is a video on that. So feel free to click on it and watch my workflow. All right, moving on. So we're going to go basically to the cut layer that I already prepped. So this is the base. Notice it doesn't have any of the text in here because I'm going to modify that in Lightburn as I cut them out, because I got to do it's going to be 32 trophies. So there's a first and second place, and then there's a couple show and spider picks. So as you can see, this is to represent the artwork. As you notice, since I got to redo this 32 times, I don't have to do this artwork 32 times in Adobe Illustrator. I can do that in Lightburn when I prepare it for the machine. So obviously save this and close that out. Then you open up Lightburn, boom, import it, file, import, and that's it. So I literally just ungroup this. And now if I was just a quick rundown of how I would prepare. So I'm doing these keys here. These keys, you literally the keys you kind of lay out, and I go to the array tool, I go however many I can get across. I think for this one it's gonna be 6. Then I go okay with that. Then I just grab it all, move this, and I usually just rotate this around, slide it in, get it up as close as I can. So that's already 12 right there. That's 6, and then 6, that's 12. Then I just grab a couple of these. The key when you're doing like a large quantity, you can give the customer better pricing. If the more you can fit on a sheet is better for the customer, because you can less material you got to use on this sheet here. This is to represent a sheet that I cut out, that I prepared for this. So I'm trying to get 16 keys on here. I mean, I feel like with strategic placements now, it's that 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There you go. So basically I would then send this off to the machine and cut out blue sheet, and then I would cut out the orange sheet. That part would be done. So that's the cool part about the key structure, because it's pretty cookie cutter once you change the lettering on there. The same thing for the spider, same concept. You just I need to get 32 spiders on here. Might not be able to get 32 spiders on here, but the same thing. You do the array tool and you play around with it. So if you want to get more spiders, you can just kind of like add more. Like, see, that's going to be off. So then I can do the column, add more in the columns and stuff like that. But yeah, you get the picture. So a lot of this is going to be done when you're ready to cut. So the next step would be to cut out the bases here. So the bases, what I would do here is I would just do like grab the text tool in Lightburn, first place, and for here, this is not the font I would use, but I would, play with it, mess around with it, get it to where I want it. There you have it, guys, and then we'll just be on to the next step. So I get back at you guys in the next clip. All right, guys, so as you can see, I got the material together. I got all the pieces cut out. I have the blue cut out. I have the orange cut out. I already had some black substrate cut out, and I already had a piece of white. And now the next step is to turn on the machine, get everything all lined up, and then start cutting. painting's all done. Now I'm just gonna slap a little bit of clear on these and then clean them up. And then, well, these are the blue ones. I'm gonna do the same thing with the orange ones. So I'm about to slap a little bit of clear coat, UV protecting coat on here. Then I'm gonna clean them up and get them ready for mounting. Back with the next step. This step is the base. So you guys, this is not all of the bases, it's just a few of the bases. Just want to show you guys a little painting process. So this is the black base that I'm going to use to mount the keys to. You guys probably saw a little bit of clips of me cutting it out, but just going to paint a few of these. So the next step is to paint these. So I'm going to paint all the etching white and then put some clear on them, and then once they're dry, I'll be ready to actually start mounting the keys. What's up, y'all? I'm back with the next and final step, really. This is the mounting of the pieces. So you have the orange key and you have the blue key. And these are the bases. So these bases are actually done. I already peeled off a few of them for you guys before they're already painted and ready to go. All right, guys, so it's pretty straightforward. This is not all the trophies, but again, I just have about 8 trophies. Just to go through, just got to give you guys a little bit of feel of what I'm doing here. So I have the acrylic glue. So this is the Weld. The brand is the Weld On acrylic glue. I like to use acrylic glue versus like E6000 or any of the other just glues. Even though that's work, is permanent glues, but the acrylic glue actually welds it. It merges it and it fuses the acrylics together. So it's more of a stronger bond, so to speak, because it's actually making it one. I take the key, mount it to the base, and then I have this little lanyard that I put in the keyhole. It's a little hole here. That's all I have to do. So let's go through the first one. This is the first place color, which is orange, and we're gonna mount it to this base here. So one thing I had to do when I machined these, I had to use a caliper to make sure that the hole you're gonna mount it to and the actual acrylic kind of lines up. It's not too big, not too small. It has to be almost just right so that it can have a nice bond. So that being said, just take this guy, slide it in the hole, and hold it. Then I just take my my acrylic glue here. The cool thing with the acrylics and the glues is that it it goes in, finds its way. So yeah, I just got to hold it for a little bit. I think this one's quick set. I think it's like a minute set, and then fixed time is like 2 minutes. So it's pretty fast acting. But I just hold on to it for a little bit. Just hold it there, make sure it's in it's all good there. Then you take the next one. This is the blue one. Slide that bad boy in there. Your glue it around and just hold it for a little bit. Like to hold both of them. But yeah, this is it. So I had to do this 32 times.